break and it goes up to your ear.
Mm.
Oh Lord. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
no, yeah,
hey, it
no,
give you a straight ear infection.
Yo, bro, I
no.
was saying, I was telling my girl, I said, we about to get some whiskey and some pliers.
Oh hell no! And some string and a doorknob. No.
Hey, I'm like, man, I'm geeking, right? Because I had a 4 ACO trip last night, bruh.
Yeah, how was
And
it?
I laid down, man. I was in it for like probably like 4 hours, like just laying there diving, just seeing all kind of stuff. And them police lights threw me off because I like opened my eyes and you see police lights all in your house and it's like, what the fuck is going on? I thought they had me.
Whoa.
They had you as what? What they had you with?
Yeah, I thought they had me. So I ain't did nothing, but still though,
Sir, sir,
Mm-hmm.
the
sir.
paranoia kicked in. The paranoia kicked in, and then like I came out, and I basically just my whole trip was just watching the police search this guy's car. That was
Whoa.
my whole trip. That was my whole
Oh
trip.
no, that was jacked
I'm,
up.
I'm talking about it was in practice, but
Oh.
but
That's
I
so
still
funny.
was here. I recorded it, most of it
Mm-hmm.
that I could. I couldn't really control my camera, but it was a weird trip. It brought me to a cool understanding though about things. That's what I can say.
Yeah, what thoughts came up?
Just the fact that like we the keys to like what goes on in this reality. You feel me? And like I always thought that everything, because we put everything outside of us so far above us, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
And just knowing that, okay, everything is within you. So like, it's on you to bring it out. We the key, but we make up all these different ways of bringing out the information and bringing out the thoughts that are within us. And it's like, fuck, bro, I always thought it was, because I always wondered, like, okay, you got people that take psychedelics and they see these things. You got people that drink alcohol and see these things. You got people that are schizophrenic that see these things.
Man, why you trying to pull up everything I
Yeah.
am? Why you trying to pull
I'm
up
just,
everything?
I'm just, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because
Mm-hmm.
like even like when people talk about Alan Watts, and you know how Alan Watts he'd get up there, he'd drink his alcohol and he'd just spit. Even like Bobby Hemmett, some of the people that just
Yeah,
had
he
like
be on for
certain knowledge.
sure.
Yeah, and it's all these different methods, but we the one who put the labels on these different things and say which ones are better
Exact.
than others when it's always you. It's always been you. It's never
Hey,
been
no,
nothing
it's the vice.
outside of
Hey,
you.
it doesn't matter what advice you take. It's like it's however you take it and how it
Mhm.
affects you. It's like how do you make it go with you? Okay, so some people can't handle that kind of psychedelics, like shrooms or this or that, because you don't know what's up with their psyche, you know,
Yeah, I think
because
and the ones like I said, the ones that know this and know we the key, they using our keys because we don't know how to use our own keys. Since we don't know how to use them, they use them for us. They
Yep.
designed it to
we
tell us
just try to
and
help you
show us
out.
what to do and how to live and everything because they already know, like, you the keys to creating this reality and making things what it is, making a car what it is, making a fence what it is. It's a lot of things that we said, okay, this is what that is. And and we all came together and we agreed on it. So now whenever we look at these things, you don't nobody got to tell you this is a gate. When you look at it, you know
Now
it's
you know that's a gate.
all agreed upon. Yeah, I mean, bruh, that shit is crazy, man. It's crazy.
You know that
It's crazy.
motherfucker's mouth is swinging like a broken gate.
Well, yeah, but
Like a damn.
it's weird. It's
It is,
weird, and
bro.
then that's even with the ideologies, the things that we take in.
Mm-hmm.
Like whether it's true or not, like you still are the deciding.
What happened?
He dipped out.
You took off. Anyways, yeah, like what you were saying, like we all in the same thing, so we must be all in the same realm of reality. We're getting to know each other. We all here, and for some odd reason, we getting to know each other, and it's weird.
Here we are.
I, yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, my headphones.
Yeah.
yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, the
you.
Bluetooth be geeking, man. The piano
No,
key was telling the
Yeah, he says
truth.
about that signal, that
Yeah, when you
frequency.
reach different, you reach different heights of consciousness. Like, yeah, your Bluetooth be turning off and on constant.
so it is a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi, huh?
Uh-huh. It does. It does. It'll be jacking up. It was doing that shit to me. And it never does that shit with me. But it's like it just starts acting up. I'm
Yeah,
like, what
it's
the
just, man, this shit is trippy, bro. Because even when you think with religion
Mm-hmm.
and all these different things, it took for a lot of people to come and make the religion what it was. Because if it would have just sat by itself, it would have never been anything. But it took for this person to add this person, add that person, to add this person, and
but
until it became what
A
it was. And it's
community.
like, yeah, a community. It took a community to make it a religion, to make it as huge as
but
the
why
energy and
are
spread the
everybody
energy.
so against different religions when basically you're all about the same thing?
I think, I think because everybody wants to be right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Everybody wants their religion to be right, and they want to be right
and let them be. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, let them be right. Everybody can be right, but be wrong at the same time.
at the
Yeah.
It's like,
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just
because
talk a
like
lot
even with
of it just take a
a
lot of
lot.
conversations. Cause my mom, she just went through something with my grandmom yesterday, and she said she was happy that I was laughing at the situation, cause she said she was being nice, and my grandmom puts my mom down and like sees her in a certain light, like she not smart enough or something to do, adult
yeah,
enough to do certain things. So she's saying I'm adult enough to buy a car now and stuff like that, and she's saying no, you're not. And then she was going through something, and she said, you know what she did to me, Steph? She put her hands on me and said, I rebuke that devil in the name of Jesus. And my mom got mad. And she said she had to leave, and she's like, I don't, she said, it's wrong. There's something wrong with that, Steph. It's something wrong. And I said, I know what you're feeling, Mom, but it's not that's wrong. I said, that's what she's programmed to do in those situations. So
Yeah,
so try to relax with it right now, and we can talk and see what's really going on and stuff.
it's
yeah. Just sit
it's
back and look at it and see what's
but
really
it's
going on.
hard. It's still hard to deal with that
It's
because, like,
so hard.
Yeah,
I go through
especially
the
when it
same
comes with
thing with
family
my
members.
mom.
Uh-huh.
I go like with my mom. I go through the same thing. Like, she'll put you up, but then at the same time put you down. It's like the Bible do, basically. The Bible will tell you
Like,
do this,
like
and then it'll
contradict
tell you, but
yourself.
really, yeah, really, you're not about shit. You feel me? Because you can't be right. You can't be right. It's impossible to be right. That's what it tells you. So that's
It's
what
just
they
like you
run with,
can't
and
get
like,
right. It's like that damn show.
and,
Can't get
and
right.
yeah,
Can't
it
get
took
right.
for me to listen to the stories that she went through with her parents to understand why she the way she is.
Yeah.
And it's like I get it, but I just don't.
Don't get it.
It's like I got to
Yeah,
deal with it.
Get it, but I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. Yeah.
I don't have to. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was a point in time where I
Ain't trying
always
to.
did.
True.
And I said, it just I don't know, because parents don't I don't think some parents, like, in one generation of parents, they don't want their kids to be really better than what they were or
Mm-hmm.
something. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's what
I
it
think the
seemed
ones
like.
that were maybe in the military, like my dad was in the military, he's like straight up dick. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Yeah.
so. I said, look, dude. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. What's up, dude? Look, you're gonna treat me like a 12-year-old. I'm gonna constantly act like a 12-year-old because you keep doing it. I'm gonna just show you back of how I can act like a 12-year-old. Why
Yeah,
you
since
keep
that's what
fucking
you
with
want to
me?
treat me like.
You're like, you won't keep treating me like one, and then how you gonna respect me as one? And he tells me, hey, shut. I wasn't finished. I'm like, whoa, I'm 42 years old. I don't need this bullshit. I'm like, I know I live with you, but goddamn, you gotta give respect to, gain respect. You gotta give it and you gain it. You know what I mean? And I give him
Yeah.
full, but I know it's my dad. I love him to death, but hell, it's like you gotta kind of
But
hold up on some shit sometimes,
have
man.
you ever asked? Have you ever? Heard stories about your grandfather from your dad.
I don't know my grandfathers.
Oh yeah, I
That's why you
have.
got
I don't know my grandfathers.
ask them stories. Ask them what happened when he was little, and you'll see. Cause my mom
Yeah.
No.
to be telling me stuff like, yeah, like he used to whoop us. We'd be outside doing something. He'd call us in and he'd whoop us with the door wide open. The whole neighborhood could see it. Everybody know we was
Oh,
getting these whoopings, but nobody would say nothing. He would always put us down, and he'd say this and he'd say that, and it's like, oh, okay, like you know. I get it. Like with my mom, like I
That's
get
how it
it,
is with
but
my
it's like,
grandma. That's how her
yeah,
grandparents were. That's how her dad was. She used to beat
I
him. He used to beat him and everything.
I
yeah.
know
And then
like
like
my
my
dad.
grandfather, he been working like since like 5 years old. You know, they had to move from like Arkansas to somewhere else just so he can work once he got seven, because working at five he wasn't supposed to be. And then like he didn't go to school or none of that. So it's like, dang, you like when you go and you see the, and then you go back before that, it was slavery.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was
Basically.
slavery. So
Basically,
so
yeah.
so my grandfather's parents was like, slaves at one point in time. His parents were slaves, and that mentality was beat into them. So this is the way that, they probably thought it was. I don't know, bro. That shit
Yeah.
is trippy.
You
But the
know,
further you go back, you see where it comes from.
you ever looked up y'all's last names and stuff? Like I looked up
Yeah.
my last name. You know what a lackey is? Is a lackey is basically a slave.
Huh.
Laake. And that's basically a slave. It's a person that does shit for others. You know what I mean? Or like on demand, basically. Like a
Yeah, I know
servant.
that
I'm
as
a
a slang
servant.
term.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what my last name came from. So I really want to know, really, really, where I came from. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Wow.
well, but because I don't hear no other people named. Because they got Lackey, but it's not. It's not. It says mine is a Lake with two A's. So I'm like,
Wow.
I ain't trying to do that hereditary shit when you do your swabbing. It's just like that shit
The
for
Oh
23
for
me.
yeah.
yeah. And my mom be tripping. She like, don't be doing that shit, Jessica. Because you know what? They gonna give you a fucking a twin and shit. They gonna fucking double you up. We don't need all that. We don't need all that. I'm like, goddamn, mom.
Uh,
I said, Mom, I thought you loved me. I do, but I only love one of you. I don't.
yeah, my family date back to the Vikings.
Vikings.
The Vikings?
Yeah,
Wow.
the Vikings. Like like our last name, the Manning last name was like
Uh-huh.
we go all the way back to the Vikings. It was like they got a shield and all that shit. It was
Yo, I gotta see
weird,
the
bro.
picture. That's cool.
I think we
I
got
can't
one
track
too.
mine too far back. I got Johnson. I was either a slave or a Christian. Or a Christian.
Yeah, like my mom on my mom's side, because on my mom's side, her last name is Hamilton, right?
Mm-hmm.
My dad's last name is like a Lackey, right? So but my mom's other side was Wade, and it's like I know a lot of black people named Hamilton and shit. They're like, because we owned them before. She's like, because we owned them.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend family
and
name
she,
is
yeah,
Hamilton's.
she was like, it's because they were good slave owners and they took their name and shit. Da, 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 da. Like, and that's why.
Wow.
Yup.
Like what the
Yeah, that's
fuck?
what
Yeah, my sister's last name Johnson. The Johnson.
the Johnson.
I could try to trace my
Yeah.
grandmom's side on my mom's side. They the Bantons. That's kind of unique. But it was kind of
Yeah.
he traced it to some guy in France one time. But that's about it. I had to do my own research.
Man.
Tainow store, come and explore at the Tainow store, come and explore, Tainow store, come and explore, Tainow store, come on, come explore the Tainow store, come and explore.